96. This is the one that I just did all the injector cups on. And I actually took this one out. I've done the whole front end on this thing. I've done steering link, I've done kingpins, I've done tie rod ends, I've done everything. And yesterday I used this truck and I went and picked up my bakery load that I delivered to Costco this morning. And then when I got done there getting loaded, I dropped the trailer at the yard, and then there's an alignment place right over by the yard. And I drove this truck over there, and the boss met me over there. And I was like, when I took off, I'm like, I fired it up, ran it, everything was fine. Everything was working fine, and I took off, and man, the thing was just no power. Sounded like it was just sucking air. I'm just like, oh, what's going on here? And I went and got loaded and stuff. I popped the hood. It sounded to me like a hose was off, like an intake hose, the turbo was off or something. And I looked underneath this hood, and I couldn't. I was like, no, everything's there, everything's tight. I'm like, I don't know. Engine code came on and stuff, and it's talking about the sensor, an intake sensor, and all this stuff. And I'm like, I just don't know what's going on. It's also got a noise too. I think it's the alternator. The boss thinks it's a belt. He's going to buy an alternator and new belts, and he says, "We're going to see who's right." But I just got back to the shop. I just dropped. I got empty at Costco, and then I went over to the alignment place with Big Blue. And I did the steering rods last night. Dropped Big Blue off at the alignment place, and they're going through that, doing the alignment. And I picked this one up, brought it back, and I pulled in here and I popped the hood, and I don't know what was wrong with me. But I walked over and I said, I think I just found a problem. This clamp is just hanging here. I'm like, oh, I swore I looked at this and it was on there. I don't know. The boss was sitting there and he just looked at me and he pointed at my shirt. And he says, you got to change your shirt. I messed up too. But yeah, I guess I forgot to tighten the clamps, so I'm going to tighten the clamps all up and everything. And then he's going to go run and get an alternator and get new belts for this thing. And we're going to change the belts, see if the noise is still there. If it's still there, then we're going to change the alternator. But yeah. I don't know what was up with me. Oh, I'm not perfect. Now she'll have her power back. Instead of going through the charge air cooler, it was just sucking straight out, so it wasn't getting any pressurized air. So I had no power. That'll fix it right up. I'm going to pull this truck up. I'm going to pull it up as far as I can get it in the shop here, and I got to pull 801 back in. I did a spare tire carrier video last night and everything. You guys will see it. One of the tires was just, you can see the whole tire is cut right down to the, down there. So I also got to change that out. Boss said he's going to run and get a new tire instead of having a driver drive anywhere. I'm just going to change it quick. I got a lot of little things I got to get done quick, and I got to get on down to Timberville and get loaded here. So got to work a little fast this morning. Well, guys, we're out of here. And if you watch a video change a tire, you probably noticed I forgot to put the chrome all back on the tire. Yeah, I know. So Big Blue's running a lot smoother. Still has a little bit of a shake to it, but I got a steer tire that needs to be replaced. So I'm actually going to be heading this trailer here. I'm going to be heading to Pat's Tire. I'm hoping on Friday. That's my plan, is to be there on Friday. And I got to get 6 new tires put on here. But we got a lot of things buttoned up, got a lot of things accomplished. I gotta go home, and I got like 2 days of just a lot of running for me to get things done, to get things going. Basically, it's everything, trying to get everything ready for this trip. My side-by-side has a recall on it. It has actually 2 of them. I guess the connectors for the fuel line to the injectors or something have cracked on a few of them, and it sprays hot fuel all over the engine. I guess they've had a couple started on fire. So I got to run mine over there to the dealer, and they're gonna take care of all that, fix everything up, take care of the recalls. It is all broken in. The inspector and her daughter and her daughter's boyfriend have been driving around on the trails, taking it easy on it. And the inspector's daughter's boyfriend, he changed the oil for me when it hit. I did it at 10 hours. And it was a little bit soon, and the manual, it recommends 20, but then we were looking at online at the dealer who was talking about it, and they punched it up, and they said there was some different mechanics for CF Moto and stuff that were talking in blogs or something like this, and they said they would actually recommend to do it at 10 hours and at 20 hours. They said with those Chinese motors, they said that first little break-in, there will be some shavings and everything else. There'll be some metal in the motor, and better off to get it out of there. Once you get it out of there, get past that 20 motor, they'll last forever, but it's just that first initial deal. So he changed the oil, and he said it looked brand new. He said the oil looked great. So I got it changed, and now I can crank her up a little bit. And we'll take her up on that trip and have a bunch of fun. I love cars like that. You can see how he was going slower than me. So I had to kind of slow down and get over in this lane, and then as I start to come up on him, then he goes faster. Drive your own car. Don't drive off what other people do. But, so yeah, I gotta drop that off at the dealer. I gotta go pick up something else. Take care of that. Pick up my side-by-side. I gotta do some work on the side-by-side myself to get it ready for the trip. Mount a few things. And drop that off at the dealer. Then I gotta go and pick up a load. I gotta go look at a piece of property. A lot of stuff going on when I run home, and I only have like a day and a half. And then I think I'll be coming out here, and I think I'll be here until the trip. That's kind of my thinking. We got a lot of work to do on 794. There's a couple projects there that need to be accomplished. that I need some time on and stuff. Something I'm working on for the boss's wife. It's taking a little more time. I am having to figure it out all over, you know, out of my head and trying to make it work. And I kind of got to start over on it. So I'm gonna let you guys go. We're just rolling on down to Timberville, Virginia. Going down to the chicken place. Going to pick me up a load of chicken. And that's going to be heading off to La Crosse, Wisconsin. So I'm going to let you guys go. I hope everyone out there is having themselves a great day, great night as they watch this here video. And if you're not, you can certainly just try that all over again tomorrow. I will catch you guys later. See ya.